America.
Yes. Good afternoon.
That's way too motivated.
Dude,
Yeah.
seriously, Jeff,
Yeah,
I told him, man,
motivated.
it's motivating. I'm like pumped up, man.
Yeah, definitely get your blood pumping. And so tonight we have a special episode here. We're with our show sponsors, the Proven Valor guys. Before I turn it over to Jeff and his guys, I have a couple things to talk about. First of all, next weekend, 4th of July weekend, it will be TSP's 1-year anniversary. We started last year on 4th of July weekend. So
really?
Yes, sir. We started from
a year already.
Yeah.
Damn.
We started from a little podcast in my man cave to opening it up to video, YouTube, and we're all over the place now, man. We're kicking some ass. And since we've done that, January 14th, I received my papers to make this a nonprofit. So I have 2 podcasts, TSP, which is all veterans, and then I have the Nosebleed Reports, where me and my friends talk sports. And it started generating a little bit of money. And I felt like it wasn't right to profit off of these guys' stories. Like Jeff Sabins, he was here in my house. He told his story.
Jeff Sabins.
Gunny Jeff Sabins. He was shot in the head. Like, how am I going to make money off of this man getting shot in the head? So what I did, I turned it into a nonprofit. I hired a CPA, and we are now 501c3. And what I'm going to do, this is the big reveal. This is what we're doing with the money. We are going to send veterans, U.S. veterans, first responders, and youth to major sporting events, that being the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, NHL. Soccer now is big in Tennessee. So, and I don't want to just do it here in Middle Tennessee. I would like to do it for my hometown, Detroit. We have some of our guys here with Proven Valor in the Charlotte area. So I would love to spread it out. So that's the big reveal. With that said, I want to introduce my ours, Chaps and mine show sponsors, the Proven Valor guys, led by Gunny Jeff Sabins. How you guys doing?
Good, bro. Thanks for having us, man.
Yes, sir. It's our pleasure.
Nice beard, Gunny. Nice beard.
I had to trim it, man. I had some pincher bugs fall of it the other day, man. It kind of freaked me out.
Hey, Aubrey, you're slacking on your beard, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
He's the odd man out.
Just wait. You just wait. I'm gonna put David to shame.
Well, you're still active duty, correct?
Yes.
So you have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
So before Jeff introduces everybody, I just want to mention that everybody on the show tonight is a Marine, except for myself.
Because we rock. I was going to say the F word, but we rock. That's right.
Hey.
Men's Department of the Navy. Men's Department, Commander Fleet. Swabby.
So, Jeff, you want to explain what Proven Valor is? What do you guys do?
Yeah, definitely. So, Proven Valor was launched August 31st of last year, right? So it was me with an idea how to help some veterans, and I called up David. He jumped right on board, and we've evolved a lot since then, right? So we got a new website launching next week. We're pumped about that to kind of show a new direction, but we are a strategic business consulting company that helps small businesses overcome adversity. So, myself, founder, CEO, I got Aubrey Wren here, rock star, our COO and senior consultant. And then, David's been with me since the beginning. He's our chief media officer and another consultant for us. So we've kind of narrowed this thing down to what we want to do, how we want to help people, and how we bring veterans aboard to do that. So I'm pumped about the direction. I'm pumped about my team, man. These guys are great. They keep me going in the right direction. They're not afraid to tell me to slow it down and do my job. And man, we've helped a lot of people out, man. And it feels great to do it.
Yes, you have.
And you do this for free, or you place veterans for free?
Yeah. So one of the things that we try to do, right, is when you help out small businesses, right, a lot of it has to do with certain aspects, whether it's operations, production, SOPs, some sort of management type of issues that they're trying to iron out, right? And so what we try to do is we bring people like Aubrey in, right? Aubrey is like the master of systems and processes, right? So we bring someone like him in, and he helps the company fix those and develop a process that makes money, gives them a good bottom line, fixes problem with their teams, and overall makes the company operate more seamless, right? Well, typically when that happens, these companies need someone to come in and run that new process. So we try to get veterans and get them in place where we meet them with the owner of the company. We say, hey, we vetted this guy or this gal. They're a rock star. Here's what they can do. And then we live to them. We take zero cut out of that. We're not doing that for money. We're not doing that for anything other than, hey, someone's looking for a job. They're qualified. A lot of times veterans get hired out of pity, not out of their accolades, right? So we're trying to change that persona of, hey, this person can help you out. Give them a shot. We're not involved with it. We don't want to vouch for anybody. We're just introducing you to somebody that you're looking for, right? And so far, luckily enough, we were able to place a CEO in Alabama. We were able to place a GM in Alabama. We were able to place a CSO in Tennessee, and we were able to place a COO in North Carolina, right? So fantastic. Great things are happening with those companies. Our clients are super happy with them, and we're just going to keep trying to do that, right? So it's not something that we advertise and go our way to do, right? Because we don't want to promise stuff that we can't fulfill on our end. However, anytime something opens up, we got our ongoing list of veterans looking for roles, and so far it's done pretty good.
Yeah, and the difference between a civilian and a veteran, like a civilian, it would take 20 years to get the experience that a veteran gets. The day that a veteran graduates from boot camp, and the military just throws them right into it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there's definitely some. Well,
I went through the same thing, right? So I was going through coaching with the Dave Ramsey EntreLeadership stuff out of Nashville, right? And so I was the same way, right? So it's like, hey, I'm new to this, or new to running civilian companies. I've held executive level roles at other companies, but running my own company, I kept this mindset like, you're new to this. And then the coach there was like, you're an idiot. You're not new at this. You have 20 years of experience leading teams and leading people and getting stuff going. Exactly. He's like, you got decades on people, so you're the problem. And I think that happens a lot with veterans is we use this word called transition, and it doesn't have to be a transition. It can be from stepping from one career to a new career, but it doesn't change the way you have to look at things, right? It's not necessarily a transition and starting over new. It's just the way you have to put it in your mindset to say, you know what? I'm leading this stuff now. I'm managing people. I'm leading teams. I'm making stuff happen. I can do the same for you. And it's just getting the companies to recognize that type of potential is there for them to utilize.
Sounds like a lat move to me.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now, and I can tell you that since May is when I started the corporate fellowship through Hiring Our Heroes. It's definitely a mindset switch. You have to, you get a lot of feedback from people. They'll tell you a lot of things, and advice is like Christmas presents. You don't have to keep all of it, right? You can return some of it if you want. But the imposter, you're right. The imposter syndrome is definitely real. But there are very marketable skills. There's a lot of marketable skills out there that veterans have. It's just finding, within the new sea of vocabulary and terminology, what those are and what they translate into.
Yeah, we had a guest on a couple of weeks ago. He was a fighter pilot, and he took his mindset right from the Navy flying fighter planes right into the stock market. And he was killing it in the stock market. That some Chicago company reached out to him and it's like, how are you doing so well? And he just said, hey, I just applied my know-how from the Navy. I brought it right with me.
Top Gun options.
And they hired him right on the spot. And that dude is killing it. He's killing it so well that he owns 2 fighter planes himself, all by himself. But how's that even possible?
And he may be coming up to Murfreesboro in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think people need to look through their career and the stuff they've done and actually pull out tidbits that make sense to them, right? So, like I told you all when I was on the show, like I knew at a young age, my first enlistment after Fallujah and Ramadi, like, hey, Walmart's not going to need machine gunners for the rooftops, right? I'm going to have to get a skill other than shooting at people.
Well, it depends on if you live in Memphis. You might need that in Memphis.
Yeah. So, I mean, I from a very, very early kind of foundation in the Marine Corps was getting involved in startups, working towards business, working towards my certificates and getting my master's degree and all that stuff, right? And so I look back, and then me and Aubrey, we served together back at McKick, at SOI East, and that right there is what I pull most of my type of experience from is from that kind of era, right? And you better believe here in 5 years, it'll be my daggum duty to get that entire McKick squad on our company, right? Because when you have 30 Marines, leading Marines, right, Marine leaders, and you're teaching them to go and teach SOI students, prepare them for the fleet, right? You're essentially inspiring and teaching 30 business owners, all the same exact mindset, right? They're going to go lead their companies and lead their teams. These guys are going to go lead their companies and lead their Marines. That's the same mindset. My man CJ just got on there, right? Pearson, like our mentor who taught us everything, right? He taught us everything we knew. And I still use things that he's told me and inspired in me every day.
Every
right?
day.
And so, leading teams in war is absolute like knowledge, experience that you can put towards certain aspects. But when you're leading or mentoring a group of Marine leaders and trying to get them to evolve into a concept of, hey, this is how we lead large scale companies. This is how we lead squads of Marines through these types of tools and that's completely different mindset. And so I've used a lot of that to help me right now with Proven Valor and the direction that we're going.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll probably be leaning on you once I get this nonprofit going too.
No, yeah, for sure, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Got to get David involved, man. He's our digital service freaking guru, man.
Hey, David's being kind of quiet tonight.
Hey, that's because he does all the magic behind the scenes. He's like he does the Jedi
magician.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's just get it out there because of David, right? Let's take all of our clients that we have all over the country right now, and you'll see the website's going to publish a map and it's going to show a pinpoint of every single client and location we have, and it's going to be a pretty good map, because of David alone. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with Aubrey. Our clients have averaged an increase of 800% of new leads, new clients, new customers because of what David does behind the scenes, right? So
huge.
That stuff's ridiculous, man. 800%, right? Yeah. I mean, you can't pay for that kind of stuff. Well, you can actually.
You can. Yeah.
So, David, are you the web developer? Are you the one putting your web presence out?
So I wouldn't say web developer. I didn't develop our website or anything like that, but I kind of try and stick my 2 cents in everywhere for everything like that. But yeah, to an extent, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, David's modest, man. So David, he's like, he takes a company's Google My Business and their reputation management and their digital footprint through citation directories. And in 30 days, he completely revamps everything that they have online. And within 90 days, it's just typically, so essentially when people type in your name or your category of business, you're going to show up instead of somebody else, right? So it's David's job to make TSP show up higher than Oscar Mike. Right, that's his job. Like, here's your competitors.
Sorry, Travis. Sorry, Travis. Sorry, buddy.
He's like, here's your competitors. Let's go get above them.
So,
get you a David, and you can have the same thing. But hey, I'm just saying.
We're gonna get a phone call tonight. I know it.
I know
definitely
one
gonna get a phone call.
I know one podcast.
Yo, Travis, holler at us, baby.
I know one podcast I would love to shoot for. There's another Scuttlebutt podcast out there, and they sent us a cease and desist.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Those guys were. Oh, that guy. He's like a copier, right? Commander Fleek. He was like a paper copy guy, right?
I have no idea, but
living in like a basement. He's like, you can't use that name. I'm like,
Yeah, that's how we
Command
kind of
Fleet was
changed
like,
it.
hell fucking no.
Yeah,
You
we
went
kind of
straight
just
for your
changed it to
neck.
like TSP. I was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, there's our window, Travis. So give us a call, man. Let's bury TSP.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. How much do we owe you for this? Just kidding.
I'll bill you later.
Yeah.
I owe everybody anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so what's Proven Valor doing these days, man?
Aubrey, go ahead and take it, man.
We're doing a lot. So first I want to tell you guys thanks. It's an honor and a privilege for us to be on here as a team.
Wait, hold on. Aubrey, we need to get your story, man. I mean, I know David and I know Gunny and I served together. We were both fucking corporals. What's your story, Aubrey?
All right. So my story is I came in and in January of 2001 as an artilleryman. So I was at 0811. I was a cannon cocker.
Hoorah.
The first 16 years of my career, did some deployments. I did 2 to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan, I did a UDP and then Special Force MAGTF as well. So I've been a little bit all over the place. Currently, I'm still a first sergeant, technically.
Hoorah for sergeant.
And yeah, still kicking it. And but no, I'm served with Jeff at Combat Instructor School at SOI East. I was there from 2012 2016.
Camp Geiger.
Yeah, I love it. I get to drive by it almost every day now. It's great.
Why?
Because I just going back and forth from 1 to 17. Just because I look over there. Here's the thing: like that place was quite impactful, and that, obviously, I'm working with Jeff now, so like the people that we met and that I met and had the opportunity to influence and impact, and the influence and impact that others had on me personally, I can speak. It was life changing. But so yeah, it's that's the wave tops, and I think once we do the one-on-one, I don't want to do the spoiler alert thing, but we can dig into a lot of stuff coming up. But so yeah, that's a little bit about me. I mean, right now I'm technically assigned to a unit in Camp Pendleton, so we just moved out here at Camp Lejeune area because my wife, she's a Marine as well. She works over at Camp Johnson. She's teaching over the logistics schoolhouse. She's an instructor, and she's light years better at this whole Marine thing than I am. So
no,
she's
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Aubrey.
Hey, trust me, like she's serious. She's serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Those female Marines are scary sometimes, man.
Hey, shut your mouth, Andrew. I know her too. She'll whoop your
Trust
ass.
me.
Yeah, dude, she'll probably kick my ass. Yeah, I know.
Legit. She's legit. But yeah, but Proven Valor. I mean, I've only been working with the team for a few weeks now, but we're definitely doing a lot. There's a lot of change that's happening with our clients, and a lot of services that we're providing, and we're looking to provide even more. I think that a lot of the stuff that David's been doing has been phenomenal at just getting our reputation where it needs to be. And some of the work we're doing with not necessarily just the business models, but also with, the people aspect of what Proven Valor provides to clients is just phenomenal. Communication, emotional intelligence, business resiliency, how to build teams, how to develop teams, how to develop leaders within those teams. It's just, we got a lot of good stuff coming up.
Dude, your guys' social media imprint is out of this world. I mean, you're on LinkedIn. I see every single day, Proven Valor, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, you guys are like everywhere.
Yeah, that's shout out to the Lead Revenue team, man. Lead Revenue is great at what they do. We partnered with them at the very beginning. They're killing it for us, and I couldn't have made a better decision than partnering with them at the very moment we launched and I signed the papers. But yeah, Proven Valor's evolved a lot, right? I mean, essentially, a lot of small businesses are hurting right now, and a lot of people are hurting right now, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And a lot of times, when you get on the call with these businesses up front, it's a very big problem that they find that they feel that keeps them up at night, where they can't sleep. Right? I need to make more money. I need to get better management. I need to produce more. Like, it's always like big wave top stuff, and it's like, okay, well, you got to make more money. What's the problem? Why are you not making enough money? Let's dig through the financials, the sales reps, the production. Let's dig through all that stuff. And essentially you find out the little tiny small issues that you can help these guys fix. And it becomes a huge, huge turnover for them. And quite frankly, our very first client, who we still work with every single day, we love them to death, right? Last year, they've sold $800,000 in a year in revenue. We're at we're in June, and they've already hit $4 million this year for the changes we've made since January 1st, right? So, it's not all about, and here's the other thing. It really irks my nerves, man. A lot of coaches, I've seen this when I was with these other companies. Sell your way out, man. And no matter what, you sell your way out, get all the money in, you'll be problem. That's a garbage ass cheap solution for coaches just to say sell your way out when you don't have a follow-up or an operational production standpoint, and all of a sudden they're going bankrupt when they don't produce what they sell, right? So all of that fits together, and we just got a pretty good system in place of how to help companies determine what small issues can we overcome, what can we fix with systems, people, management, motivation, right? You won't believe what a simple goal board and pumping up your people for and motivating them will do for your company, right? So there's just a ton of stuff we get involved in, and we love helping these guys out. And we purposely are the cheapest in town, right? We're not trying to go out there and take – you can't take money from people and expect them to get better, right? So we've made affordable packages to where the least amount of time that we are involved, like we're helping you achieve and overcome the issues while not taking all your money, helping you make more money, because our goal is for you to tell us to go pound sand. We don't need Proven Valor no more. That's what makes us happy, right? We want you to say, nope, thanks for everything. We don't need you no more. Perfect. And that's why we keep a cap, right? Our consultants don't go over 20. So we keep a cap because our goal is for you to get rid of us, right? Because we want you to get better and not need us no more.
Beautiful. How do companies find you?
What's that?
How do companies find you? Do you cold call, or do you wait for them to come to you?
No, we don't do no cold calling. We don't go out there and bug people through email and scams. We go on social media, and it's all through referral. Our people, the people we work with, like us so much, they tell their buddy, because owners know owners, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's all through referral. Every single client I have right now, or we have right now, is through a referral network, right? So we've evolved our website to where people can reach out to us and do a consultation now if they want to talk to one of the three of us or some of the other outside services that we have. But right now it's like we're less than a year old and we got 25 5-star reviews on Google, right? We're all about helping people out. So that's all through referral network. It's all through word of mouth. I spend zero money on Google ads and advertisement right now.
Damn. Beautiful, guys. Man, that's amazing.
It's about helping people, right? It's not about filling your pockets with as much revenue as possible.
Nope,
So I'll go out there and help people.
That's it. You said it right there. It's about helping people. And that's what Commander Fleek is doing. That's what you're doing. That's what Aubrey's doing. That's what I'm trying to do, especially when I freaking go 70,000 miles in 1 year, helping people all across the state. But yeah, it's all about helping people, man. You said it right, Gunny.
There's a lot of stats, right? There's a lot of stats people like to show off, right? So 800% leads, that's a great stat, right?
Yeah.
Right now, on average, our companies are 258% increase in revenue after 1 quarter. So that's 3 months, right? That's another good stat, whatever, We've helped 7 veterans land executive leader jobs. Yeah, that's another stat. The one that we're most proud of is because of the work that we've done with small businesses. There's 27 people that still have their jobs today that would have went away when that company went bankrupt. That's 27 families, 27 people that can still bring an income and take care of their family, their kids. That's 27 more Christmases. That's 27 everything, right? And that's the goal, is companies that are failing, the first thing they do is reduce the amount of people we have, right? We are all about, nope, you turn those people into billable hours and find ways that they can bring in an ROI to your company, right? Because the more people you have, the more money you can make through that. And we are all about saving people's jobs, not saying, oh, well, your expenses are high, let's go fire 50% and then figure out how to go from there. Like, that's not the way we operate.
Because the goal is to bring them back to a place where they can afford to keep employees and gain more employees, and still continue to pay them a fair and equitable wage for whatever they're providing for the company. It's not like, to Jeff's point, it's more of, we're solutions based. Like, we're providing solutions, and at the end of the entire process, you should have a solution, a workable, viable, and agile solution that you can change and pivot as the market changes, as your business model changes, as whatever it is, that if you adjust your focus and you start to look at other areas of revenue, that's fine. Hey, but what we've given you and what we provided you, the end result is for you to have a solution that we have given you that you can use to make your business and your team and your people better and successful.
The ends justify the means.
And we have a lot of case studies that you can go through, and people that we work with right now, right? A company that in 2019 had 19 employees, right? They're a small business. They were making $7.6 million in revenue a year. Things started to get a little tough. The first thing they did was get rid of 15 people, right? Well, they didn't make $7 million next year. The next year they made less than $1 million, right? Because they didn't have people there to help them achieve that, right? And, you treat your employees with respect, right? You build good teams. You take care of people. They'll do anything to watch you succeed and succeed themselves, right? If you all seen the post that I shared the other day on LinkedIn about the boss who two people give a 2-week notice, so now all of a sudden it's a 3-month notice, and okay, I guarantee that dude lost his company in 2 months, right? Everybody else left. Everybody else went and looked for jobs, right? So it's all about how you treat people, and we use the FTC concept at Proven Valor of faith, trust, and courage builds great teams. And we're pumped about it, man. We love the fact that we can say, hey, 27 people still have an income, even in these tough times, because of the work that we were able to do. So it's a blessing, man. I love it.
You guys are a blessing. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. You guys are breaking the stereotypes of the typical Marine.
I know, you're making us look bad. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah.
We're all machine gunners and blood and kill. That's what Marines do.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah, because tough love. Like you have a safety selector switch, right? So you can go from safe to single, and then if you want the 3-round or the full auto, we'll give it to you. But
yeah, I'll still play beat a squid. Yeah, no, man. One of our clients every week, man, I get to sit in on their company meetings, and he says, Jeff punches me in the face every morning, right? He gives it to me hard. Like he makes sure, like, he tells me the real deal, and it's helped us a lot, right? And so, yeah, David knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Every week he's like debriefing. He's like, oh, Jeff punched me in the face every day. So no, it's good, man. I love it. It feels good. It's going good. The results are good. You can't get much better than that.
Right on. And by the way, chaps, you called me commander earlier. I'm not the commander anymore. You are.
I'm sorry, dude. It's a habit, man. Hey, I take over July 1st. Jeff, you're going to, I'll say this right now. I'm going to pop the surprise. You are going to be getting a life membership sometime this year. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. Maybe David and Aubrey can join the ranks too if they want. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
You think the old commander could take care of that? What the heck is he doing?
I don't know, man. Slacking.
he was just too busy winning awards. You were talking about percentages.
He's too busy putting a podcast together.
Hey, dude, our membership went from 11 to 287 in a year. Yeah, look at that ring. Look at that ring. I got one myself. Yeah, March Madness. We are the winners. Hey, we're all state, man. So Jeff, you're all state in our books right now.
Where's my ring?
Yeah.
Well, you got to put in about 25 to 30 people. We'll work on that, Jeff. We'll get you a ring next year. I guarantee. As commander, you will get a ring next year.
That's right.
Yeah. So Where's in the near future, man? You guys got any huge, big prospects or anything coming along in the pike?
Yeah, I mean, we're working a few things. Obviously, we really want to build an HQ out here in Harrogate in the mountains, right? We want to be able to. The dream for us is to be able to bring business leaders out to the mountains out here in East Tennessee and put them through a 3 or 4 day kind of package of just leadership training, going through aspects of your business like GMB, digital services, reputation management, stuff like that. I mean, that would be epic just to have.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fantastic, and we're working on a few more things with Proven Valor on the with the consulting thing, right? Right now we focus on a one-on-one consultant to business leader or team, depending on what they want to bring to the table, right? Some companies we brief and we meet with the whole team. Some people we meet with just the owner, right? But right now we focus on once a week, 1 hour, meeting with those owners and talking through adversity and how we overcome that, right? And we come up with solutions and ideas and we work through, and then there's additional services that we add on to that, right? We do their GMB, we do their Google My Business for them, daily management. David leads a team of veterans doing that, right? We do reputation management. A lot of people don't understand how serious online reviews are, right? And 80% of churn rate for people looking at your stuff and disappearing is because you don't have good enough reviews, right? So we have a tool that we invested in and a software we provide that helps people get more 5-star reviews, right? And then we basically cover one hour, 1 day a week for as long as they need us to overcome solutions. So we want to start getting involved with, Aubrey, right? Hence Aubrey coming to the table. He brings a lot of perspective on systems and processes. And so we are currently developing a group type of consulting package to where, 5 to 10 business owners of all the same type of business from around the country are able to sit in with Aubrey and his team and go through, hey, how do we build an SOP that works for our company? How do we instill systems into our sales and production pipelines? So hopefully it's going to be in the next 3 to 4 months. We'll hopefully have that live and get that out to companies and start helping them out. And then we're really trying to get involved right now with a new website. We'll kind of see a lot of stuff with a new website. I'm pumped about it. I mean, it's gonna blow you away, man. I'm super excited about it. But we're gonna start getting involved with some keynote speaking events, going out to companies and flying out to their companies for 1 to 2 week periods of just fully getting invested and involved with their company and kind of helping them overcome multiple challenges, right? And then we'll see what happens, right? But we're pumped about the direction we're going. We can't wait to get more veterans involved and more people on the team and see how many more companies we can help out, man.
So if you start doing this in Harrogate, how do you get people at Harrogate? Is there an airport anywhere around?
No, they're going to freaking hike, man. We're gonna drop them off in Knoxville. There's gonna be a bagway for them. You're gonna walk, man. You're gonna walk up the mountain. And we're gonna have some tents out there, and we're gonna be out there sleeping with the with the bears, man. Like, hey, there's the black bear. In order to pass this freaking rigorous event, you got to go hit the black bear.
You got to fight the black bear. Hey, Fleek, our new state commander, that's where he lives, man. Jim Irving, he lives in Harrogate.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, because I was going out to a funeral, and Jeff, he helped me. He gave me I was going to sleep in my car because my tire got flat. And I called up Jeff, and Jeff helped me. Like, dude, I'll forever be grateful to you. Like, I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life for that. I was not about to sleep in a parking lot at Walmart. And
with the bear.
With the bear. And I called up, I'm like, Jeff, please help me. And he did. And dude, you really, you came to my rescue, dude.
Yeah, man, a lot of people talk the talk, man, but if you ain't walking it.
That's why I love to hear
this
people say
this is what us veterans, we need to ask for help. I mean, I know it's a hard thing to do, but right now, I will ask Gunny Sabins for help any day of the week. I'll ask, Fleek, Aubrey, David, whoever. Before 3.5 years ago, I wasn't ready to ask for shit. I wasn't gonna ask anybody for anything because I could do it myself. I'm fucking Superman. I'm a Marine. I can handle it. No, that's not how it is. You got to ask for help.
One of the greatest phrases, I say greatest, but the most widely used phrases in any community, whether it's social media, veteran community, but like, hey, let me know if you ever need anything, right?
Oh my God.
And the
Yeah.
one time somebody tries to cash that check and that check bounces, you're done, right? And I've, I would like to think that I've put enough money in that account, so if anybody tries to cash it, it's always good. I've been tested a couple times, but that's one of the biggest things. It's kind of a pet peeve for me. But if somebody's
Shit.
like, "Hey, I need your help," all right, I got you. Whatever it is.
It's funny,
Yeah.
Aubrey. I do say if you need anything, let me know and call me.
Well,
And
right.
97% of the time, I'll pick up the phone and I will help them. If
Right.
it's like 2 o'clock at night, I'll be snoring away. My wife in the other room, my dog's barking outside. No, I'm not going to hear anything. Because, well, Jeff can remember this. When we were in Karma, they used to mortar us every single day. By the end of the deployment, man, we were still sleeping. Like mortars would hit and be like, we wake up, we look around, go right back to sleep.
So, what type of businesses do you guys help? Is it like manufacturing or?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, is there
Good question.
is there a specific business that you guys help?
Yeah, anybody that starts with a B and ends with an S.
Yeah, no discrimination at all on that front.
Yeah, I mean, we try to help. Every company finds issues, right? So we've helped real estate agents, we've helped architectural building suppliers, we've helped trucking companies, we've helped diesel repair stops. Yep, dog trainers. I mean, we got people all over the country right now that everybody. Right, a lot of time, and I've been in that boat. Right, last time I was on the show, I was with another company, and I was an executive leader in that company, right? And there's stuff that it would keep me up at night, every night, just like, man, this is stressful. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And it's not till you step back and you're like, wow, yep, this seems like a big deal, but if you break it down to these small wins, it eventually catches up. So we help a lot of companies, no matter what category they fall within. And probably 85% of the time, what's really involved is just talking through an owner and talking through 4, 5, 6 meetings and say, hey man, or hey man, like take a breath. Let's figure this out. It's not the end of the world. What do we got to do? Okay, have you thought about this? Oh, you haven't thought about this. You don't know how to do it? Well, let us help you. We'll walk you through what we can do. And the answer is not always let's go take a loan out and put on more. Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what type of business they are. We just want to get in front of them, get on a call and talk through whatever keep them up at night. Right. And you think about overcoming adversity. The reason I started a company of overcoming adversity is because, right, you know me, I've been through adversity my whole life, right? Been deployed freaking five combat deployments, right? I've been shot twice, been blown up a dozen times, right? Have a son that had a brain tumor at 2 years old. I've been with companies that have failed and gone bankrupt, right? Like I've seen it all. And to be able to say, yep, nope, let's make some stuff happen and help people out, right? That's overcoming adversity every step of the way, right? So I don't care. We've had calls, me and Aubrey have tag teamed a call before where it has nothing to do with business. It's just how a person is living their life at their house, right? And communicate with their family. Like, hey, can we talk through this? Yeah, let's talk through it. Had nothing to do with business, but it's all about like talking how to overcome challenges in your life. Right. So we're just here to help people, man. That's all there is to it. Right. And, doesn't matter what that kind of realm falls into. We're not going to get outside of our scope. Right. We're not going to pretend to be doctors or pretend to be therapists or pretend to be something we're not. However, we're never going to turn off the camera and turn off the mic and not listen to somebody and hear what they have to say and say, you know what, let's see if we can figure this out. let's see who we can call to help figure this out. So, yeah, we don't discriminate, man. Whatever business needs help, give us a shout.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's not always about the charts and the reports and the numbers, right? I mean, they tell a very interesting story when it comes to doing, what we do for people. But a lot of the time it is about hearing somebody just get it out and asking questions, right? Asking questions, knowing what questions to ask, but asking questions and listening, like not listening, waiting for, I got an answer, or I have a response, or I have a solution for this. Listening and then, and asking more questions. Because at the end of that, they might have come to their own conclusion or their own solution. But like I said, solutions based. If that's what it takes to get them to a viable, workable, flexible, agile solution, then that's what we're here for.
And when we say it's like, when we say like it's small wins and stuff, like it, so far, no company has ever resulted in what we thought it would be, right? So there's companies that have turned completely around just because the reputation management, right? Like, hey, you're not making a lot of money. It's because you're not selling a bunch of stuff. It's because your lead generation has gone down because people don't trust you. For every 1 point of a reduction. So the current stats for Google right now is any 1 point reduction in a review is $9,000 of revenue per year, right? So if you go from a 5-star review and you think about going to a 3.2, that's a ton of money that you're losing because people just don't trust you. But when an owner is in turmoil and they're staying up at night and they're snapping at their family and they're not in a good place, to them it's just like, we're not making enough money. We're failing, right? You get kind of down and go through and try to figure out exactly what's going on here, and we kind of dig in and you're like, it's just your reviews. Let's get your reviews up. And all of a sudden they see an increase in revenue within 60 days. They're a whole new person. Now, instead of them being like, they look like they're on the camera, they need coffee and they're stressing out. Now they're happy, they're laughing, they're excited to be working with us. And it's just all because of reviews, right? So if you can imagine what that one simple thing could fix, the results are endless. It's just everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff you can do to help people out.
Heck yeah. So if you own a business, give these guys a call.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. We're here.
They need it. They need it. They want to help you.
Yeah. So next weekend for our 1-year anniversary, we're trying to get Aubrey on, get his full story.
Okay.
As long as he's not in Virginia.
Yeah, we'll see. I may be on a river somewhere in a kayak or a canoe, but I don't know. We'll see.
Very nice.
Heck yeah, let us know, man. That'd be a good anniversary.
And we got August 7th, man. We got to have Jeff back.
That's a great point. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot. So August
You're welcome.
August 7th, as we know, is National Purple Heart Day. And so we came up with this great idea. We're much like this. We're going to have 4 or 5 people that all are Purple Heart recipients. Again,
all generations.
Except for this
trying
guy.
to get all the generations.
Yeah, we would love to. But I have a couple people that have agreed to do it so far. Jeff is on board. Andrew, even though he's a co-host, he has Purple
Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going to go?
Yeah, and it just so happens that August 7th is on a Sunday, so we won't have to change the date.
It's kismet, man. It's God working through Jeff. It's God working through David, and it's God working through Aubrey. I'm sorry. That's my chaplain bit for the day. So that's it. That's all you got. Oh, yeah. Jeff, by the way, Chaplain Bradshaw sends his regards.
Oh, man.
Commander Bradshaw.
Oh, no, crazy.
Dude, he's at Paris Island right now.
Yeah, loving life.
He's loving life. Yeah, but I spoke to him 2 days ago. He was our chaplain in 2005, and he told me to tell you hello. So
sweet. That's crazy, man. That's whew.
He gave me a shout out this morning, and he found this picture of me, with hair. I look like I was 16 years old. I'm in full battle rattle. I've got my M16 here, standing next to, I think it's Lieutenant Bradshaw. And then the picture next to it is Commander Bradshaw and then Chaplain Farr with a big grizzled beard and his VFW cover and fat. and nasty, and like it's just, I mean, it's like two different people.
That's insane, man.
I just can't believe we look like that, man. I look at that, I'm like, that was not me. Hell no, that was not me. Like, I can remember your face. I mean, it's burned in my mind of like your young, like non-bearded, like chiseled face from Weapons Company. I'm like, oh my God, it's Samus. Ah, what's up, man? Thanks for saving my life.
I think Farr's getting a boner.
I am getting a boner. I am.
It's the camera start to lift up.
Yes.
Hey, I'm wearing silkies, man. So it's pretty. I mean, you guys are too much, man. Too much. Now, Aubrey, what years were you in?
So I came in.
What year did you start? I'm sorry.
January 2001 is when I came in.
Holy shit! I'm a boot to him too. Damn.
Hey, everybody's a boot to somebody.
Yeah.
CJ Pearson's on here, right? Like that guy. Like, hey, he just retired a few months ago. But he used to tell me all the time. I'm like, man, you know the imposter syndrome, right? And he's like, check it out. Everybody's a boot to somebody.
Dude, I said those exact words. 18 years ago, I was on those yellow footprints, and I made a big post about it, and I got 3 people that were like, boot. I'm like, you're a boot to somebody. It doesn't matter. You're always a boot to somebody.
Yep.
It's hard to believe, man. Like sometimes you can think back, like, man, that hasn't been that long, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, that was 2005, 2006. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go try to climb a flight of stairs, and you're like, oh, yeah. It ain't the same no more.
It ain't happening.
This sounds like a bowl of Rice Krispies.
You got a cramp.
Yeah. Well, I'm like 35 years removed, so.
Yeah, we're all boot to you.
That's right.
Navy shipmate.
Well, now, man, he's like me. Like, I get excited. Like, oh, I'm going to cook something out in the grill. I get excited. That's what excites me nowadays.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Both of you guys are like awesome grillers. I've seen both your pictures, man. You guys you're cooking up a storm, man. I love it.
Now, I used to get the adrenaline rush from a good battle. Now it's like, man, give me a good cheeseburger, man. I'll be happy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so if you follow me on Facebook, you see Cooking with Squidly. So everybody I work with is like, did you name your grill Squidly? I'm like, no, I'm making fun of myself.
Which he hardly ever does. He hardly ever does that. I mean, that's like one thing in a year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've seen my new thing. My new thing's chickens, man. Like, I'm just into chickens all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah, you are.
Like, I've been looking for a hobby for a long time, and it's like, I always told myself, like, oh, business is your hobby. Like, no, man, that's not your hobby.
No.
That's freaking not going to happen, right? There's days I want to run through a wall. But then I like chickens. Like, man, now I'm pumped about some chickens, right? Like, I went on vacation. Dude, you want to see a grown Purple Heart recipient, freaking 5-time combat war veteran cry? I come back from vacation to a dead chicken, man. It crushed me.
Oh, man. How did it die? An animal?
No, because of me. Because I had put up a piece of plywood because one of the chickens was limping, so I was trying to protect the chicken. Well, we got hit by a daggum storm while I was at Orange Beach, and it fell over and crushed the daggum thing.
Oh, damn!
Right, so like it's tore me up. I'm heartbroken, man.
Hey, that's
it is sad.
I'm just saying.
What?
I'm a fatalist. It's an act of God. So like you don't get to pick when or how. You just go, right?
Yeah, well, when you move the Harrogate to freaking come to the HQ and you're in the house next to me and you have chickens too.
Aubrey, are you moving to Tennessee, Aubrey?
So we've been talking about that for
another
years.
one.
So when my wife retires, like it's like anything east of Knoxville is like fair game. The closer to the mountains in Virginia, because all my families that like my dad's family, they live in up near Roanoke, Virginia, in Craig County. And my mom lives in Danville, Virginia, which is like right on the North Carolina border. And I was born in Newport News and raised in Danville. So, and my wife's from Cincinnati. So like we can go this way in Cincinnati, Virginia.
Yeah. Skyline Chili. Skyline Chili.
My man.
Yeah, I know. We had it sent over in Iraq. Remember that, Jeff? We had Skyline Chili just coming in. It like
my last deployment. my last deployment when I was a special purpose MAGTAF, I had my mother-in-law, God bless her. She's sent me Skyline chili, crackers, hot sauce, the whole nine. And
2 ways, 3 ways, 4 ways, and 5 ways.
It was great. Phenomenal.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful up here. So, I mean, David doesn't realize that his contract that he signed, there's a little small print that says within 5 years after Michaela graduates nursing school, you'll move to Harrogate, Tennessee.
It's a footnote with a number somewhere in here. Like, what does that number mean? Like, I don't know.
You want to be an executive officer of Proven Valor Professionals, you will move to the mountains.
Oh my gosh. He just threw the gauntlet down, David. Just threw it down.
Chickens and mountains. That's what you got.
And shooting shit.
I moved to Tennessee like 9 years ago. The only thing I don't like about Tennessee is these freaking storms, man. They scare the shit out of me.
You know what scares me about California?
Everything. 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 Yeah, all my cousins live out there. Yeah. They can stay out there. Hi. Yeah.
It's beautiful. The weather's great. Best weather of any place I've ever been.
Not living there, except for 29 Palms. That place sucks.
Best sunsets, but other than that,
holy shit! The lightning bolt just freaking.
Just go hide under a table, Fleek. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah. Now my dog's freaking out.
See, we've had bad weather here the last couple of days, and it's been like that. Like, it knocked our power out for like 26 hours the other day. Yeah,
hell with that.
Crappy.
I tell you, this is the first time I never thought it would happen. But when we went on vacation, was the first time that I've actually missed the beach, right? Because you spend your whole career on the coast, whether it's North Carolina or like I told myself I would never miss the beach, right? Like, but this was the first time I was like, you know what? I actually missed that freaking thing. Like, I missed the sand and all that crap. So I don't know what to figure it out.
Well, you were just on the beach, like a week ago?
Yeah.
Where'd you go down? Alabama?
Yep, Alabama. It was beautiful.
To Gulf Shores?
Yep.
Damn. I was jealous, man.
Go to the Ramar House, man. That stuff was awesome. It had their own private beach. It was legit. I loved it.
Wow.
You got to roll deep to go down there, I guess. I don't roll as deep as you, Gunny.
Next time you go down there, you gotta let us know, man. We'll have a meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a meeting.
We'll have a meeting.
A meeting.
Andrew will start calling me every day saying I'm straight. I need a hotel, and he'll start building that up. Vacation fund.
Hey, I owe you. I owe you. I owe you, man. I got a spring for the hotel.
Yeah.
Whose dog is that?
It's my dog. He doesn't like storms either.
Okay.
That's Squidly.
That's Briggs. Briggs, dude, and that dog still. I've known him for like a year now, and he still hates me.
A little over a year, yeah. A couple of years. He doesn't like other people.
That's good judgment.
Yeah.
Oh, easy, man. Damn. You sound like all the guys from fucking 4th Platoon.
Dogs and small kids.
They all hated me. 4th Platoon, they hated my ass.
True.
All right. Well, we're pushing an hour
Well,
here. So.
Hey, dude, come on, man. We got all these guys on, man. I mean, we can go a little bit longer.
I don't care. You want to keep going?
It's up to Jeff, Aubrey, and David. So I don't mind. I don't. All I got to do is go to bed tonight.
Let's do it, man. I want to hear David talk a little bit.
David, let's open your suck hole, dude.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Favorite color?
Orange, 100%.
Orange.
Favorite drill instructor?
Oh god, yeah. We had a Hispanic guy, and his name was Staff Sergeant Guerrero. One of my first drill instructors broke his foot and hid it from everybody for like 2.5-3 weeks.
Nice.
And they ended up kicking him out, and we got that guy from, I think he came from like Delta Company. He's awesome. Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's a really good guy.
I was Delta Company. Yeah. Wait, Jeff, were you Delta Company? At SOY?
No, I was Kilo.
Damn.
No. Bravo.
No. When did you go to SOY?
I don't remember because there's no reason to remember that stupid information.
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Andrew remembers what he had for lunch those days.
Dude, hey, this no drinking thing. I get my
No, you're opening this up for me, aren't you? You opened up this whole window for me.
I did.
What I should have said is, you go get shot in the head by a sniper and remember where you went to boot camp.
Okay. Place the card.
Damn. Hey, it's okay. He got shot in the head. I got shrapnel in the foot. There's no comparison. Jeff got it way worse than me.
I don't blame you. I don't blame whoever treated you. I just blame your drill instructor because they weren't that effective. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I just got to say two things, man. Fuck Ramadi, all right? Fuck Ramadi.
All right, I got one for you, David, for all the listeners listening in.
Right.
What is one simple thing that they can do for their GMB to help their business grow? Free knowledge, baby.
So, if you go to Google, Google My Business, go to Google, type in the word Skillsoft program, and Google has partnered with like a Skillsoft program, and they have all of these introductory courses that you can take that are like 30 minutes long. There's a couple hour-long ones in there, and they go over everything. Take the course, understand how Google works, and that will make your brain at ease. A lot of people are either they're not technology impaired, but they don't go deep enough. They scratch the surface and they're like, yeah, I know how to use my iPhone, so it's all good. But
me, I do. I'm like that. That's me.
If you really get into it and you start to understand, like Jeff was talking about earlier, it just as simple as if you get your reviews, you get your stats up, Google will start to put you ahead of everybody. One, because you deserve it. And two, that's just the way that Google works. They're not going to advertise people that are just shit. They're not going to do it. They're going to be on there, but you'll be at the back, And another thing is too, you got to think about how people look on Google. I mean, if I put you in like, I don't know, Colorado, and you wanted to go get lunch with your wife, you're probably one of you is going to Google where you're going to go, or you're going to use Yelp. And people also forget that everything speaks to each other. It's all different programs. It's all different stuff. However, everything speaks the same language on Google. So I would say, look up the Skillsoft programs, start to understand how Google works, how it actually works. And then, give us a call if you want more information to talk about it and to get, to the in-depth process and just understand that it's not just, vanilla. It's not basic and simple. It is a very in-depth, intricate beast. And if you don't look at it like that, you're probably failing because you're not looking at it the right way.
Content is key. Content is key.
So with
you got to
something
make
like that,
people. Go ahead.
I was going to say, would something like that help a podcast?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, what you want is, the times have changed, especially for COVID, right? COVID has completely altered the way business operate, right? Because, like if I'm going to go to the flea market, I'm going to the flea market and I'm going to go back to the flea market because when I walked in, I liked the way the place was set up. It wasn't confusing, right? Like for me, like, like one of the intimidating things for me is like, if I don't know something, I'm kind of intimidated to go try it out, right? So Google My Business changes all that. So you should have pictures of what your front door looks like, and when people walk in, what they can expect, and what the office manager sits, and where the bathroom is. Like all that stuff makes people feel comfortable about what they're doing. And then, content. Like people post content all day long on Facebook and whatnot, but social media is below 7% right now for conversion rate. Google My Business is still at 30% conversion. So if you want to post your content, post it on freaking Google My Business.
No, that's great. Because I put our VFW on Google, and we had reviews. I mean, we've had 1,007 views and positive reviews last month. I mean, I'm getting phone calls like at least 2 or 3 times a week of people looking for a VFW. I mean, it is huge.
Yeah, me and David are on the same page with this. Reviews are probably the top 3 things that is helping you rank on Google, and it's relevant in recent reviews, right? So, instead of people trying to get like 30 in one shot, what I would do is try to plan them out where you get a couple a week, because if that steady stream of income and reviews, that really helps. It really helps people. It just helps you be a relevant business that Google's going to showcase.
100%.
I like it.
David, are you familiar with Constant Contact?
Oh, I
I'm
love
not.
Constant Contact, sir.
No, I'm not.
So it's like it's an email service where you just type an email and it just shoots out to a bunch of people. I was just curious if that's worth spending money on.
By the way, Fleek, I just sent 248 emails in one push of a button for tomorrow morning. So enjoy.
I would say the easiest way to get around that is if you have just get on Google and make a Google Excel or a Google Sheet, what it's called. Put all of the emails in different cells. Yeah, it's going to suck typing it out. But once you get them, when you make an email, you can copy a first row. Don't do like a whole row of like 500, because if it'll make it harder when you go to copy it. Go left or right, make a bunch of columns of like 15 emails. And then if you need to massively send it out, type up your email, blind CC them if you don't want them to see everybody that's getting it. And then copy each 15 and paste so you can save money. I mean, those email services are good, but once you start sending the email out like that, you can go to your sent box and just copy all your recipients, and it'll make your life easier.
Yeah, and you gotta use something that has a softening technique, right? So like I know Constant Contacts, I know a lot of the people. Lemlist is who I recommend, right? Because what happens if you send out, let's say 300 emails from your account out of nowhere, your email will get put on a ban list, and you'll be viewed as a scam, right? So all your emails will go to their junk folders. So if you use a platform like Lemlist, Lemlist, right? They do a softening technique within 2 weeks, where like they'll send 15 out for 1 minute, then they'll send 15 out the next minute, and they'll spread it out to where you won't get put on a ban list. And then after 2 weeks, you can send as many emails as you want, and you won't get put on a ban list. So that's something that.
How do you spell that, Jeff? Lemlist?
Yep.
Yeah, I just Googled it so I can save it for later.
Okay, good to go.
That's what happened to us early on. Me and David starting out trying to get emails out, and all of our stuff was going to spam folders because we got put on a ban list. So
thanks for the advice.
Yeah, definitely. So once I get this thing going, I'm looking for the nonprofit I'm talking about. I'm looking to put a board together, and I want it to be 99% veterans. Would anybody be interested in being on a board, a nonprofit board?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
No, I like that concept. I like a board of directors type concept.
Yeah. It's too much for one person for one. And a board of directors, I feel like you guys can work and bring people to the table also.
Right.
I think the key is getting the word out there and getting investors, joining the Patreon. Like it's a lot of work doing a nonprofit, and I work full time, so I can't do it all myself.
I do have a question for Jeff, Aubrey, and David. Are any of y'all golfers?
Yeah.
Long story about that, but
good, because
used to be pretty regularly, but not so much.
Well, we have a golf tournament coming out in October, and I know we're going to put you as a whole sponsor, but we definitely love to see you play, man.
I don't know. I was part of the Big Brother, Big Sister Foundation when I was growing up, and my sponsor, he was a big golfer and lived on a golf course, and I was like 13 or 14, and my dumbass drove on the putting grass, and I got my ass rang. So after that, I was like, terrible taste in the mouth.
All right.
It's screw golf, but
I'm
all right.
No, it's okay. You guys are going to get a whole sponsor anyway, courtesy of our lovely posts. So we'll still get the word out. And I just got off the phone with Daryl Worley, and he is a maybe for October 6th. So if you guys know Daryl Worley, who knows Daryl Worley? Anyone?
No idea.
Are you kidding me?
Seriously, yeah. See,
the 9/11 song.
Okay. Okay, well that makes sense now. Yeah. I know the song you're talking about. Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see Jeff, David, or Aubrey on the 5th, just to even watch Daryl Worley.
Does he know Jeff Sabins? Yes. Does he know Jeff Sabins?
That's a better
He
question right
will.
there.
He will, Jeff. He will know you.
Hey,
I mean, if
has
not,
Daryl
man,
Worley ever been shot in the head?
No, no, he's not.
No.
No, he's not. But he has. He did go over there. He did a USO tour.
I mean, it's like that thing, man. It's like, hey, do you know this guy? Like, does he know me? Well, then no.
Man, nobody can be. We've got one other guy in Tennessee that got shot in the head twice, and he was a past judge advocate. Robert Hunt, loved the guy to death, but he also got shot in the head like two times, I think. And did you just get a Purple Heart for that? You got two, right, Jeff?
Yeah. Well, no, the second one got denied because it was too close to the other event. They said so.
What?
Yeah, 5 days after that. No,
difference does
5
it make?
days.
That
5
was
days
general.
before that was when I got hit with that ID and got thrown out of the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got denied.
General Neary, did he deny it? He probably did.
Man, I was a PFC.
PFC, we don't know shit.
Yeah.
I was out there making moves, man. I had some guy named, First Sergeant Wren probably like not hooking me up.
Oh man! Oh my god!
Nah.
First Sergeant.
Like, I'm not doing the paperwork on that. I am not about to send this. I'm not sending another one up. I don't care. Tell him if he's fine, we're good. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, First Sergeant, you do your duties as a First Sergeant, right?
You said duty.
Yeah, I did up until May.
I said duties. Yeah, no.
You did.
Sorry,
I
we
did up until May. Yeah.
What?
So
we had a
in
First
May, I
Sergeant.
started the corporate fellowship program. So it's
Okay.
yeah, I'm going back to Pendleton the end of July for 2 weeks, and then I start terminal. So.
Dude,
Yeah, so-
we had a First Sergeant when I was getting out, and I'm not going to give you his name, but all he wanted to do was PT. That's it. He didn't want to do his job. He didn't want to write people up. He didn't want to do paperwork. All he did, he's like, Far, go get the broke dicks and let's go PT. I'm like, okay. Watch that, First Sergeant.
Yeah, so bringing Aubrey on, like kind of circling back to Proven Valor, bringing Aubrey on, it kind of like made everything real for everybody else. It feels like, I think like me and David are just like working behind the scenes and making stuff happen and going. It's like all of a sudden Aubrey, like I do this introduction post, like, hey, welcome our new COO, and like everyone's like, oh, you're a real company?
So like,
you guys do exist? And like now I'm getting hit up every day. So I think that's another thing to think about, man.
That's all you can say.
You build your team up and people are like, oh wow, you guys do stuff. You're not just
he said he said doo-doo too.
Also.
dude.
Yeah, we keep on saying doo-doo.
All right, I have a question for the layman. So the Marine Corps ranks confuse the shit out of me. Where's the first sergeant sit?
I'm like a senior chief.
Okay, senior chief, gotcha.
Yep.
Now
that you're talking about, man, like the Marine Corps ranks are hard.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I'm retired and I still don't know the freaking Navy ranks. Man, like,
I'm into
the
that,
Navy
brother.
ranks are easy.
The officer ranks for the Navy is where it gets bananas at. You start using the word captain for freaking an 06?
For an 06,
Yeah.
And then
yes.
it's just
And then the admiral shit. I mean,
breaks
lower
my
half,
fucking brain.
upper half. I mean,
Yeah.
what is that? I don't get that. What is that?
you got to carry a box around for 6 months to be a chief petty officer.
You remember that, don't you? That was on the Kearsarge when those chiefs had to carry that stupid box around.
No, it was everywhere. When I was at Mar 4Com with David, it's like, who are all these idiots walking with
oh
boxes?
yeah, 100%, just everywhere. Yeah, Norfolk.
Yeah.
I would tell you though, I sat through a ceremony where they did the pinning ceremony for the Chiefs, and
That's irritating that Navy doesn't know rank structure.
let's see, man. So, and I would tell you, I was like, if we took gunnies and gave them this much pageantry when they got selected and promoted, like they're already hard enough to control as it. Because like I got my ass chewed more as a gunny than I did as a lance corporal. Why?
Damn.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I just did shit. I would just do it. They'd be like, "Hey, who told you to do X, Y?" And CJ was the one that was like, "Did you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't ever do that again." I'm like, "All right." But like in the absence of order or direction, I take this scary thing called initiative, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I already know what needs to happen. Hey, Jeff, let's go. All right, and we would go, and he'd be like, Did y'all call range control? No. Don't ever do that again. Okay.
Yeah, CJ will never tell us to our face, but he hated us. Yeah, when I got promoted to staff sergeant there, and it's like, welcome to the worst rank in the Marine Corps. I'm like, what? Really?
Why was staff sergeant so bad, Jeff? Let us know.
Man. So interesting, not to cut you off, but CJ was my first sergeant twice. He was my first sergeant when I was a brand new staff sergeant from security forces. And he saw me at like, I didn't know anything about anything unless it had to do with a howitzer. That was it.
Yes, Jeff.
That was it. So he was like, I would drop stuff in his box and like run away. And he'd be like, hey, come here. What is that? I'm like, it's a roster. He'd be like, bring it here. Okay. So, and then they'd be like, what is this? And I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know how to do Excel. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, come over here. And he would show me, right? So that's that teaching and mentoring part. But like, there are other scary times I'm not going to get into that I was just like, yo, I'm sweating and I'm not even the one getting screamed at right now. But yeah, it's definitely, it was, that the staff sergeant is by far the worst. I don't care what anybody tells you. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah. Damn. Well, no, and CJ's going to call it how it is, and it is BS. That's just me trying to make people laugh, right? But I got lucky. I got real lucky, right? Because I became a staff NCO at McKick, right? Or at SOI. So there's no real, like, you're not in a platoon, you're not in a company structure. So I didn't have to deal with any of that stuff. And then I ended up going to Mar 4 Com, right? So again, where I got promoted to gunny, and again, the officers at Mar 4 Com were the people getting destroyed all the time. There's so many of them. I was like a one out of a dozen staff NCOs there, right? So the officers were the ones there. So I got lucky. Became a gunny and then went to I and went to Somalia and stuff like that. And as a gunny, I'm in Somalia as a gunny, the only active duty Marine. Had 575 people on that camp that were all reservists or foreign countries, right? So I was the only active duty Marine as a senior enlisted advisor of this whole camp in the middle of Somalia, which was freaking awesome, by the way. But I never experienced a platoon sergeant. Well, I did as a sergeant, right, in 3-9 before any of that stuff, but I never experienced all of that platoon sergeant, platoon commander concept. It was just SOI, Mar 4 Com, Somalia, right? So it's probably a good thing I got out. Who knows what would have happened after that, man? Like, I probably would have got annihilated. Like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Sergeant Major Sabins has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Not even the slightest, man.
It would have been interesting to watch. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sergeant Major,
I'll tell you, the Marine Corps definitely needs a lot more of that for sure. But yeah.
How long you been in?
It'll be almost 22 years.
Holy shit! Yeah. Damn.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is.
I'm only 23, so you've been in almost as old as I've lived.
You're making me feel old.
And the timing, my timing was perfect, man. Like I couldn't have timed it better, right? I mean, to come in, I was able to do, the Fallujah, Karma, Ramadi, then a freaking Mew. I was able to do Marja, Afghanistan, Somalia, and then I got out at the right time, right? And now, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could. People like me, and the way that I kind of approach things, probably don't do too well. Like if we're following the Stuart Scheller, entire thing, right? Like, I love watching everything and seeing how that plays out, and it's just crazy how. I mean, I don't want to get too far in like this political concept, right? But I love just kind of seeing how there's actually a difference in opinion that's people are talking through right now. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, for me, it's just the perfect timing. I couldn't have done that any better myself. And when that Terra came out for Carter, right? They let me retire at 17 years because of Carter, right? Because the older he got and the more, I mean, I was in Somalia and it was horrible for him, right? He was 10-year-old, got kicked out of school, right? Because they don't understand the concept of brain tumor and delayed kind of just all that, just ridiculous, right? So Somalia was like my, oh crap, what do you call it when you're getting too old and you need to go buy a new car?
Midlife crisis.
Yeah, Somalia was like my midlife crisis, right? Like I'm at Mar 4Com.
Nice.
Right? At a staff command, and I'm like, man, I just need to deploy. Like I need to get some energy. I need to do something. And I got hooked up and I got sent to Somalia, right? So that was like my, oh man, do I still got it? And it was horrible for Carter.
You still got
horrible for him. So when I went to I knew I had to retire when that Terra came out for hardship duty for your family. Like I jumped right on it, so it couldn't have been more perfect for me. And then I launched Proven Valor when I was still on terminal.
Oh, there's David. He's gonna go get his charger. Well, thank you, Jeff. Aubrey, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Since you're the only one that's still in, how's our Marine Corps doing? What's going on? Where's Berger taking us? What is your opinion on the whole situation?
Man, you got to wait till he's actually out, so for him to give you the real answer.
No, come on, he's still in. He knows. He knows the secrets.
I will tell you that there are a lot of concepts, and I'm not speaking in any kind of official capacity. So let me just say that.
Not at all. We can't. You can't do that because you'll get shunned and you'll probably get kicked out of the Marine Corps.
There are a lot of concepts that are being implemented and utilized that I think are going to be very beneficial in future engagements. I don't know enough. I'm not smart enough on a lot of the micro to speak to that, as well as how it's going to play out when the time comes, because it will come eventually. That will be in a future engagement with a near peer adversary. But I will say that, from how we conduct business and businesses war fighting and business has always been good. I think we'll be fine, right? Because one thing, I don't care, all the critics and everybody, got all these generals that come out saying like, this guy is ruining the Marine Corps structure. Like, I would tell you, that may be the case right now, right? But there's a very critical thing that a lot of people forget is that Marines are extremely adaptable, right? And it doesn't, like, if this construct doesn't work and we go in and we're using it and people are trying real hard, there's going to be a battalion commander or a company commander that goes, all right, that's not going to work. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go. And everybody's going to be like, tight, let's do it. And we're going to win wars. And we're going to continue to do what Marines have been doing. But I will tell you from the other perspective, from a culture perspective, I think that there are definitely some things that are changing for the better, that still need to be changed and need to be improved upon. Is the Marine Corps in good hands? Yes, absolutely.
That's what I want to hear.
Some of the things I've heard about is enlisted having more opportunities for education, which I hope is true, because I thought for years, I've always thought like that was a big improvement we needed to make, was how do we give more education opportunity? I mean, as a staff NCO, man, I used to look at officer PME and some of the stuff they did and was totally envious of them, right? I mean, there's some things that were just fantastic. And I've heard a lot of good changes coming out about offering more enlisted, not just PME, but education, which is fantastic, I think.
So there was an interesting point paper that was written by a sergeant that I want to say the Gazette actually published. And I may be wrong on the media outlet that published it, but it listed out retention incentives that would actually be beneficial and effective. And one of them was things like that. They were education based, like basically them taking, 6 months time off to go pursue another level of education, much like some of the officer programs offer. And I was like honestly taken aback. I was like, wow, like, and I can't believe somebody actually published, like, because there were some really good ideas in there, and I think they would be because I can tell you right now, going through the transition from the Marine Corps into the civilian sector, you know, it used to be if you had so many years of Marine Corps or military service and you had a college degree, like you were kicking it, you were rocking it. But there's this scary little thing called certifications now, and then the playing field is more towards the certification master's level. If you like that experience you got, that's great. That's awesome. Like I can put you in a very soft skill heavy area and you're going to flourish. Hard skill wise, I want to know what you can show, what you can do, and what you can produce. So I think that's going to be a huge difference maker when it comes to retention. Because if you look at and if you search, I'm not going to spit off any numbers. If you look at where the Marine Corps in general has been with hitting their retention goals every year for the past 10 years, you might be surprised.
Well,
yeah, and you can't tell me that Lean Six Sigma won't help you win wars, because it sure will.
If you elevate the constraint, like constraints are, they're important. So I'm just saying,
there's stuff that I learned I didn't learn to a staff command man that I wish I was like, I wish I understood this when I was leading squads and leading teams.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
It's a methodology. It's a way of thinking, So if you have a new way of thinking and new methodologies, it makes you, it gives you the ability to look at everything from a whole different perspective and with different insight. And that's what I think is so valuable about a lot of the stuff we do with the companies that we work with, because they are the subject matter experts at the office, at the services that they provide to their customers. So that's all they know, right? So if I come in with a different insight, a different knowledge base, a different skill set, same thing for David or Jeff, and we bring this other view and say, okay, well, here's something you haven't thought of or never heard of. What if you did this or looked at it from this perspective? And I'm telling you, it is extremely huge for those companies.
I mean, you viewed the Marine Corps as a business, right? I mean, that's just how it is. That's how it is, right? You view it as a business, and all outside entities, they're the same concept, right? You get a Marine Corps company with Marine Corps squads that are growing up to just like 3-8 for me, right? 3-8 as a young Marine all the way up to a sergeant. I was stuck in seeing things the way that I've always done in that 4 or 5 years that I was there. The business are the same, right? They bring in an account manager, and that account manager grows up to the business. There's no outside perspectives or outside viewpoints. They need someone else to come in and say, hey, have you thought about this? Or why is this happening this way? And, like some companies you talk to, like you mentioned a CRM. CRM is like the basic foundation of any company out there, but you're still owners out there who are making millions of dollars that say, what's a CRM? Never heard of that before. What's production? So I mean, it's like month one of all my clients, always the talk comes up of, we're going to assault the bunker. Let's talk through how we're going to assault the bunker. What's the risk and what's the benefit of assaulting a bunker, right? And I talk all that through with all my clients, and they love it. They love that concept of saying, yep, let's talk through the risk and the benefit and how this assaulting a bunker actually relates to my company. And it just works out every time, man.
Hey Jeff, do you guys use the SWOT technique, like the ups, the downs, do you use that
SWOT
kind
analysis.
of methodology?
Yep.
The SWOT
Strengths,
analysis.
weakness. Yep.
Thank you. Sorry, I took one class on that. Had to get that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I know Jeff knows about it, and I know he's done that. That is, if they haven't heard of it, it's something. I mean, there's plenty of tools out there, but that's definitely on the most basic level.
Yeah.
Doing a SWOT analysis and doing it not just from a business perspective, but from a personnel and human capital perspective is a game changer, right?
Nice.
Yeah, and you have to be adaptable with how things change, right? So just like Google My Business, every 3 months, Google's changing its algorithm and software, right? Just like certifications, right? When I was getting out and I was retiring, it was Lean Six Sigma, Mar4Com, Lean Six Sigma. Now it's like Agile and then Scrum Master. Like the certifications and stuff change. If you're not ready to keep up and learn and educate yourself and keep up with that change for these companies, you're never going to survive, right? Proven Valor would be great for 6 months, but 6 months later, it won't be. And that's what all three of us here, plus the contractors that we use, all love education, right? We're all about like, yep, we're going to sign up for this class and learn about this. We're going to get this certification. We're going to get this and do this, right? Because education is just, it's great, right? And being able to adapt for companies and adapt to new things is going to make us relatable for everybody. So just loving education is like a big foundation for people coming on our team. You got to love to learn. You gotta, you know, all of us are probably eating up 2-3 podcasts and all of the books a week. I mean, it's just nonstop, you know, it's like, hey, David, what are you doing? I'm finishing up this book real quick. Let me call you in 15 minutes. Or Aubrey, what are you doing? I'm on a run, listening to a podcast. Like we're just, that's what you need to stay alive in this environment, is to be able to adapt and evolve with things as they constantly change.
In order for you to have any kind of value to add, I mean, you have to add value to yourself, right? You can't pour into other people, other companies, unless you pour into yourself, whether that's, you know, physical fitness or your formal education or meditation, whatever it is that helps you be better. You have to start with being better, you know, for yourself personally. So I think that's huge.
As a sergeant, everyone needed the bachelor's degree. Like, get a bachelor's degree, get a bachelor's degree. All of a sudden, everyone had one. Then it's like, oh, get a master's degree, get a master's degree. And everyone's got a master's degree. Then it's like, get Lean Six Sigma, get certified Lean Six. I mean, there's always going to be something that people say to be relevant with companies, go get this. Well, guess what? Everybody's going to get that. There has to be something new that's going to make you more relevant. So
something to make you stand out.
You got to be ready to learn. And the more you learn for yourself, the more you can help other people, because that's what people are going to pay for. They're going to pay for you to go put in the work to learn those methodologies so they don't have to. So you can just teach them how to do it.
True.
Where applicable, where they need it.
Yep.
You know.
Good words of wisdom right there. You heard it from the gunny and the first sergeant. David, what did you get at us?
Corporal.
Ah, me too. All right. Woohoo! E4 Mafia. That's right. Jeff's like, shut the fuck up, Farm.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I know. E4s are dangerous. We are dangerous.
I love it.
Yeah, like a rabid puppy.
We're libo. We're libo. What was that? That thing you guys called us libo.
Risk.
Yeah, we were libo risks. Yeah, E4s were definitely libo risks. Definitely.
Interesting. So I have a question about Somalia.
Oh.
Did it smell like ass?
Oh God.
It all smells the same, man.
I was in Mombasa, Kenya, which is one country south, and the stench there was terrible.
You know, like, man, I have a hard time remembering all the names, right? So I'm trying to remember where I was at in Ramadi. I keep wanting to say Hurricane Point, but that's not it. But
HP, let's see, hold on. Camp OP Haria, Gov Center, OPVA, OP Hawk, Camp Corregidor, Shark Base, ECP 1, ECP North.
Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember is like you didn't have, like, there wasn't cooked chow, right? You didn't, or even in March, Afghanistan, right? 2010, same thing. Like we had hot trays being delivered in, right? So going to Somalia in 2019, I thought, you know what, this is going to be awesome. And it wasn't. Like we had locals coming in and cooking for us, and you only got served 2 meals a day. And I was like, man, I thought this was going to be epic. Right? We still got mortared and indirect fire from Al-Shabaab, right? Because for some reason they built the camp like this, right? So all they would do is go to the end of the camp and steel on steel and drop. So we got mortared all the time. Like, I mean, it's just like, man, what are we doing here? This is Why was I so excited to come here?
Was that were you at Camp Lemonnier?
Lemonade? No, that was
Lemonade. Sorry, sorry.
that was in Djibouti.
Oh, Djibouti. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. My
yeah,
bad.
were
Getting
they
my
driving-
countries mixed up.
We were driving golf carts and had Starbucks and all that stuff. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
So when I was in
didn't
Djibouti,
go
it
there.
wasn't like that. It was like a tent city, and it was barely anything. And it was
Green beans coffee, baby.
Yeah.
Green beans coffee. Hey, Fleek, you got anything else for these awesome gentlemen?
I'm good, man. August 7th, though.
August
Purple
7th.
Heart,
We'll be.
Purple Heart Day.
Yeah.
Yep. Remind me. I'll be there.
We will. Don't worry.
Oh.
You'll get multiple texts and maybe a Facebook message.
Well, see,
Mombasa
finally,
had a
CJ,
smell.
he finally agrees with me.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I was like, what the fuck is this
Hey,
place?
Ramadi smelled like shit too, man.
I'm losing power
Man,
here.
I think they all smelled the same, man. It's just like trash, sewer, and waste. Just all just whatever, you know. The bad part was the ECP and having I forget what was that drug that they used all the time.
Cot.
Yeah.
Yes. Because like, what is that zombie doing? Like, there's zombies in Somalia, man. Like, I've literally watched people shoot themselves in the face, right? Like, there's pure zombies. Like,
Golly.
this is why I don't do
Oh
drugs.
man.
Like,
you guys made my night, man. I needed this. Thank you.
Send
Thank
someone
you,
to
Gunny.
rehab, man. Send someone to rehab. Go send them there for a couple of days. And watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's a zombie. He's eating his own arm right now. But no, man, appreciate you having us on there, man. Like, look out for our new website.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll definitely be sharing it to every outlet that I have.
hopefully, you know, we can do this again in a year, man. My team has grown even more, and
For
we've
sure.
got some
don't
big
worry.
things happening.
Dude, you're a part of our family now, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You'll
gonna be
always
good,
be
man.
you'll always be with us, Jeff. Always be with us.
I'm pumped about the whole thing, man. I'm really am. I'm pumped that Aubrey's on board, and we got David here and Beth. I've been talking to Beth. She's another one coming out here real soon and helping us out with GMB stuff. But
Who's Beth?
she's
another Marine.
Yep. Well, I can't remember.
Beth Agler?
No, was she Army?
I can't remember either.
We got.
That's
She's awesome. She's fantastic,
Yeah.
and she's worked with us a couple times before. And we're gonna get her back on board. We got to get someone out here that's not a Marine, man. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family. Keep it in the
we're gonna have
family.
to figure
You
it
don't want
out.
those army pukes.
I mean, I'll take Army over Navy any day.
Oh shit!
What the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Damn!
Yeah.
Shots
Fleek.
fired. Shots
Don't-
fired.
Shots
Don't-
fired.
Don't be calling me for a job, Fleek. I'll shoot you down the road, man. Like,
Oh my god! Damn. Hey,
I'm gonna call you for a hotel room.
oh, hey, listen, hey.
oh no, man. When we get the HQ built and we need some stuff cooked on the Blackstone, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cook
you
it with
fuck
some
with
Squidly.
Squidly.
You guys. Hell yeah, Squiggly be up there cooking.
That'd be epic.
Yeah, midnight. Now I'll make you guys some mid rats.
Mid rats. Oh yes, I love my mid rats. Oh hell yeah. Hey, any saved rounds, guys? You want to do any shout outs to anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tons of CJ, Craig, appreciate you guys jumping on here. Anybody else? Sean Taylor, Earl Bud, like phenomenal. Stennett Ray, like, hey, just shouting it out. I appreciate the support. We are definitely on the move, making moves and doing real big things. We are definitely looking for any opportunity we can to add value and increase your profit margins and your team performance. So don't hesitate.
We're going to be getting on the road, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to get David and Aubrey out there and get us on the road and start getting in front of people and doing some keynote events. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
If you need sponsorship, just let us know.
Man, I'm pumped about the whole thing, man. Like the bigger scale we can get to help as many people as we can, it's going to be fantastic. So I'm pumped about it, man. I love these guys. These guys are great. Y'all keep doing good work. TSP killing it, man.
100%.
I'll have to get you a
Yes.
new video, or else we'll make
Yeah.
we'll make Andrew go back there and keep talking from a script or something, man.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
don't don't do that. They don't want to hear, dude.
yeah. By the way, you guys are on our front page in 2 spots on the homepage on our new website,
Yeah.
right?
hell yeah.
What?
The TSP logo's at the top underneath the hero page or the hero photo. And at the bottom of the homepage, it says Proven Valor sponsorships, and the video goes live every time someone clicks on the website, man. So
No way. Oh, thank you guys.
we
That
got
is-
direct link back to y'all. So
That's awesome.
we're pumped about it.
Well, thank you so much. That is
Well,
that is awesome. And Jeff, Aubrey, David, if you guys need anything, I know we talked about this, but
Yeah, I was
if
gonna
you do
say.
need anything,
Yeah.
please don't hesitate.
And if you know any Purple Heart recipients that are willing to tell their stories, send them our way. We'll put them in the lineup for August 7th.
First,
Yep.
Arn, that's
Yep, for
that's
sure.
on you, First Arn.
I got it. I got 2 right now that I could probably call right now, and they would love
Yeah.
to do it.
Good to
That'd
go.
be awesome. So I say we get together in a couple of weeks after the 4th. We talk about this board for the nonprofit and get this thing going and get some veterans out to
Yep.
some games.
Yes, sir.
That sounds great. Yeah,
Sounds
I
good.
love that idea.
Definitely.
My ultimate goal is to send somebody to a Super Bowl or a World Series, man. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
Stanley
that'd be
Cup.
amazing.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gotta be hockey, man. It's gotta be hockey
Be
or nothing.
amazing.
Yep. Well, my goal is to buy a small package to the Predators, and so I could take some guys to.
Nah, Bruins, man, or the Red Wings, dude. Nah, not the Preds. Hell no. I don't know what
Well,
happened to them this year,
Preds
man.
are
They
on
look
the
terrible.
street, so. I'm down with the Red Wings. The Red Wings are they're turning the corner, man. They hired
Yeah, they are.
Eiserman.
Yeah, they are.
That team's going to be legit again here in a couple
Yep.
of years. So
Yeah, let's
pretty
do
excited
it. Y'all
about
need to build a TSP page on LinkedIn so I can start getting y'all tagged up in there.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Fleek, do you want to do that, or we'll divvy that up next?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Now let's get together in a couple of weeks and we'll talk about this offline. So I'm all
Yeah.
about stuff like that, and I would like to talk to David about SEO and getting the name out there. And
Yeah,
I think we can make this work, man.
100%.
Let's make it
God
happen.
bless you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks
We
for
love
coming
you.
on.
Thanks,
And,
Aubrey.
yeah.
Thanks, David.
Thank all you
Thanks,
guys
Jeff.
for your service, man.
Let me know when Aubrey's going when his is coming up.
Thank you.
Let me know.
Yeah,
when
yes. Yeah, whenever
100%.
you're ready, Aubrey. Like if you're not out of town 4th of July, you can definitely be our 1-year anniversary.
You can
But,
do it from your phone.
I'd love it.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
On a kayak. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
Just on a kayak
Yes,
in the middle
yes.
of the water.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Middle of the water.
Yes.
with the banjo playing in the background.
Oh yeah.
Big
Man.
Cohiba cigar.
It just got weird. You just made it weird now.
And Aubrey just left. He just
Oh,
left.
Yeah.
he's gone.
He's like,
He's
I'm out.
gone.
He's I was like, yeah, fuck you guys.
You mentioned a banjo and serenading with a banjo.
Damn.
What in the hillbilly?
What do you live in, Harrogate? Jeff, I'm just kidding, man. Hey, it's beautiful
Yeah.
country up there, man.
Yeah, 5 hours and 35 minutes. Be ready.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll stand by, sir.
All right. Take
All right,
care,
boys.
guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, you gentlemen take care.
Love you
Thanks for
guys.
having us. Yeah, love you all.
Peace,
Take
love,
care.
happiness.
Yes, sir.